So you're on mute.
In one, magnesium is reacting with copper sulfate to form magnesium sulfate plus copper. Okay, this is a displacement reaction. Another reaction, like in your case, it is acid plus base. So HCl plus NaOH gives you NaCl plus H2O. This is an acid-base reaction. This is displacement reaction. Both are different reactions. The process of both the reaction is also different. I want to find out the enthalpy change of both the reactions. Okay, but the process will be different. Over here, over here, I will take a conical flask in which there is copper sulfate, and I will add a piece of magnesium, a ribbon of magnesium, and the reaction is beginning. When the reaction begins, it's an exothermic reaction, so it will increase the temperature. So I'm recording a temperature using a thermometer. Okay, so there is a temperature increase here. Displacement reaction, there is a temperature increase. So here, this is one. Second thing here, in this case, this is also exothermic reaction. So I'm adding NaOH from burette, and HCl is in the conical flask. And there is an indicator here. No, there is no indicator here. Sorry, there is no indicator here because then how will I come to know when is the reaction over? From the temperature change. Like when the temperature starts to decrease instead of increasing, I will understand that there is no more reaction happening. So as I add base to the acid, as long as there is acid in this, as long as there is acid remaining in this, the added drops of base will undergo reaction. And if the reaction is undergoing, then there will be release of heat, and the temperature of the solution will increase as long as the reaction is happening. At one point of time, all the HCl in this conical flask will be over. If I add any more NaOH after that, if I add any more NaOH after that, that NaOH will not have any HCl left there to react with. Matlab, that NaOH added is not having any reaction, which means there is no reaction happening after the with the NaOH added after HCl is over. Matlab, post that, matlab excess of NaOH when I'm adding, that excess NaOH is not carrying out any reaction, which means that is not releasing any heat. In fact, the NaOH added is at a different temperature. Understand, this is at a room temperature, but by the time all the HCl is got over, isn't iska temperature increased? Guys, yes or no? Did you understand?
Yeah, sir.
Initially, suppose both were at 25 degrees centigrade and 25 degrees centigrade initially, before adding. But as I'm adding, isn't iska temperature gone to 25, 26, 30, 31? So after the reaction is over, after all the HCl is over, understand, this is at a high temperature, and I'm adding a low temperature NaOH, matlab cold NaOH I'm adding to that. So will not now those added drops should be responsible for decrease in the temperature? Guys, respond so that I know you're understanding or no.
Yes, sir.
Please speak up. I will not explain this again, huh? So you need to respond.
So can you explain this again?
So please open your mouth and speak, please.
I was thinking, I didn't realize. Sorry.
But I'll restart. This we have done in ATP IGCSE, but unfortunately you didn't give exams. No, this is the side effect of that, not having board exams. No, so you're not sufficiently trained to think about this. Okay, so before I start the reaction, both the solutions HCl and NaOH, they are at the room temperature. Okay, assume that room temperature is 25. So iska temperature is 25 degrees centigrade, iska temperature is also 25 degrees centigrade. इसमें NaOH है and इसमें HCl है. So when I'm adding, now I'm starting to add, and I'm adding in 2 centimeter cube portion. Okay, so as I'm adding, the reaction will take place. The added NaOH, the drops that I'm adding, NaOH ka drops that I'm adding, they will react with the HCl in this, and reaction will take place. If the reaction takes place, like this reaction takes place, when this reaction is exothermic, so this will result into the result in increase in the temperature. But whose temperature will increase? NaOH का या HCl का?
HCl.
The reaction mixture, the solution in the conical flask. So now this is increasing. As I'm adding more and more NaOH, more and more reaction happening, and more heat given out, so temperature is rising. So if in that IA, the addition of NaOH is in 2 centimeter cube portion. Okay, so 2 centimeter cube, then 2 more, then 2 more, then 2 more. So as long as, you know, as long as the HCl is there, HCl is there in this, HCl is left in this, the added NaOH will react because it has HCl to react with it, so reaction will take place. Suppose that at one point of time all the HCl is used up. After that, when I'm adding NaOH, will that NaOH bring about any reaction?
No.
Will any heat be given out with those 2 centimeter cube of NaOH?
No, sir.
No. On the contrary, iska temperature, this solution ka temperature has already gone up. Let's say iska temperature is 35 degrees centigrade. Now, after the HCl is used up, am I not adding a 25 centimeter cube NaOH ka drops to 35 centimeter cube of solution? Sorry, 35 degree centigrade solution. Am I not adding? So excess when I'm adding, isn't the excess may I'm adding the low temperature NaOH to a high temperature solution?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
should this 35 degree now come down 34, 33 because of the addition of the NaOH?
Yeah.
So
This is
initial addition of NaOH was bringing about the reaction. उसमें reaction हो रही थी, and hence the heat was given out. Hence the temperature was rising. Okay, hence the temperature was rising. And at one point of time, I will see that temperature instead of rising, it is decreasing. Now, why do you think it is decreasing? Is there endothermic reaction happening instead of exothermic? No, no reaction happening. Then why is temperature decreasing? It should remain same instead of decreasing. No, it is decreasing because now iska temperature is high. Okay, and I'm adding a cold NaOH. The NaOH that I'm adding, that this still remains at 25 only. No, this ka to 25 hi rahega. But iska temperature high ho chuka hai because there is a reaction happened and the temperature has gone up. Okay, so hence after the reaction is over, the temperature will start to decrease. If I want to find out where exactly at what volume the reaction got over, then I need to find out at what volume the temperature started to decrease instead of increasing. You know, like if the graph is going like this, then I need to know this point. Okay, this one here. But I may not get a sharp point here because I'm adding in 2 centimeter cube portion. So it may happen that this was the temperature at 18 and this was the temperature at 20. Understand? This was a temperature at 18 centimeter cube addition of NaOH. Like, you know how this is 12, 14, 16 and 18. 18 पे यहाँ पर है और 20 पे यहाँ पर है. Okay, this is reading for temperature at 18 and this is temperature at 20. So haven't I missed the endpoint? Haven't I missed the endpoint, guys?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because why did I miss? Because I was adding large portions. If I wouldn't have missed this if I would have added in the small portion, like half centimeter cube. So instead of 2, suppose if I add 18, 18.5, 19.0, 19.5, then what I would have done is that I would have known exactly like 19 pe peak hai or 19.5 pe it is decreasing. Matlab 19 is the peak. But here after adding 18, next straight I add 20, like 2 more. Okay, so I don't know, okay, is this the maximum or this the maximum? Maximum is something else. So that's the reason why to get the maximum, I need to plot the graph. So I need to have these increasing temperature wala line, best fit lines here, and the best fit line of the decreasing temperature wala. And you see where these two lines are meeting each other. So this is the temperature. If I would have added small portions, very small portions, then I would have got it here. Suppose 18 ke baad mein, if I would have added small portion, then I would have got my endpoint, sharp endpoint here. Is anybody still not clear? I'm ready to explain this again.
Understood, sir.
Got it, sir.
So that's the reason why if you see the readings, it will be increasing को straight line, best fit line increase ये करना है और decreasing temperature वाले को भी करना है. And somewhere here you will get that this temperature that you get may not be in your reading table में वो temperature हो सकता है नहीं हो. That volume भी नहीं हो. If that volume is suppose between 18 and 20 somewhere है तो कैसे मिलेगा? You have not added that much volume. 18 के बाद में you straight added 2 more, so it straight the next reading was 20. Okay, and iska I was again and again telling you that refer to that page 106 or I don't know 106 or something like that. So this is about that. Abhi isme I'll just show you that.
So can I show you the graph?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, this one. If you see, look at this one. Then here again, the missed endpoint is obtained from the graph because here the acid is added in 5 centimeter cube. You can see that this is the reading 5, then 10, then 15, okay, 20, 25, and then straight 30. Okay, but endpoint was somewhere between 25 ka reading and 30 ka reading. Here this was 25 and this is 30 ka reading, but ye maximum recorded it doesn't mean that I have to take this as endpoint. No, the actual endpoint is somewhere here, okay, which is something different only, like 29 something, 29 point something it will be, or 28 point something, and the maximum temperature is this and not this. See, recorded me this is the maximum, but I don't have to take that. That maybe in some cases the recorded may be the actual also. Suppose that if it by like coincidentally, suppose if it happens to be at that same volume that I have taken, then of course you'll get the same. Okay, now going back to that, this is how you do acid base ka. And here what we did, like magnesium, this was a different case. Here I did not add in small portions. I added once for all. The magnesium was added to copper sulfate. Magnesium was added to copper sulfate here. Okay, then why do I need a graph here? Because this reaction is happening very slow. This reaction is happening very slow. So this magnesium to react completely, it may take 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, so the reaction, total reaction that has to happen is not happening in like half a second. It is taking minutes. It is taking a long time. So either in the meantime, understand that my heat loss is going on. So that's the problem. That if I have to, for maximum temperature, I have to wait for 3 minutes. वो 3 minutes में कितना सारा heat loss हो गया? Here there is no case of heat loss. Why? Because this reaction happens instantly. Because this reaction happens instantly. There is no case of heat loss here. Okay. Isme, I'm not adding, like whatever magnesium I had to add, I have added. So here what will happen is that the temperature will rise. Okay. And after some time, the temperature will fall. Now tell me, why is the temperature falling here?
Because the reaction's over, now the cooling is happening.
Yeah, but here the cooling is because anything hot will become cold if you just keep it like that. Like you have a hot cup of coffee. If you just keep it outside, will it remain hot forever?
No.
It will become cool, right? So it is losing the heat to the surrounding. So it will become cold. It is because of that, because now the reaction is over. Okay. So after the reaction is over, the temperature will start to decline. Temperature will start to decrease. It is because of that. Here it is decreasing. Why? Because I'm adding cold drops now. I'm adding the NaOH, which is at low temperature, to a solution which is at high temperature. So of course the temperature of the mixture will drop. It's because of different reason. Another thing, here I'm adding NaOH in small portions, like not all at once. Here I have added everything at once. But the reaction is taking time. Here, magnesium plus copper sulfate, the reaction is time consuming. Like reaction is a slow reaction. Here, reaction is not slow reaction. Instantly, the moment I had dropped, the reaction is done. Okay, then why do I need a graph here? Why can't I take, suppose this is the maximum recorded temperature, why can't I just take that? No, because ye yahan se yahan aane tak, it has taken time. Okay, suppose that this is about 180 seconds agar hai, so it has taken 3 minutes. So 3 minutes mein kitna sara heat loss ho gaya hai. So this temperature is not representing that. This temperature is not taking that into account. So if suppose ye heat loss nahi hota tha, so will my temperature, maximum temperature be this or more than this? If this heat loss in the 3 minute was prevented, would I have got more than this or the same? Maximum temperature.
Would have been more.
It
More, right?
Of course, because this is less. Why is this less? Because heat loss हो गया है. The thermometer here is not sensing that temperature, that heat ना. So जितना hot होना चाहिए था उतना नहीं है. Okay, and why is that? Because the reaction is taking time. Because the reaction is taking its own time, and so I have to wait. See, understand that here the thermometer the temperature will rise very, 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 very slowly. So I have for delta T, I need delta T in both the cases. In this, delta T is also T max minus T initial. इसमें भी same है. Okay, T initial इधर है, T max I will get from the graph. इसमें I have to, इसमें T max के लिए I have to wait. I have to, when the temperature is, mercury is rising, I have to wait to see कहाँ तक rise होता. I have to wait, and that has taken 3 minutes. So imagine 3 minutes में कितना सारा heat loss हो गया है. So जो maximum temperature rise हुआ उससे ज़्यादा होना चाहिए था. Okay, so how do I get that? How do I know, okay, if this is not the maximum, then what is maximum? So for that I need to extrapolate the cooling curve, just the cooling curve. Okay, and I will extrapolate it till the time when the reaction started. So suppose reaction started here, so I will take the y-axis here. Sometimes what happens is that reaction is not started immediately, reaction starts after some time. So I'll have to take a extrapolation only till then. Like in your school mein, so initially what happens, the temperature is same, then the temperature starts to rise. Okay, and then the temperature falls. Tell me, why is the temperature same here during this time?
Reaction is not started.
I have not added magnesium yet to the copper sulfate. This is the temperature of copper sulfate alone. Reaction is not yet started. This is the time. Here I dropped that magnesium ribbon into the flask. I have dropped that. Now here the reaction began. Reaction began here. So temperature started to rise. Okay. So this is the maximum recorded temperature, this one. But I know that I don't need to take. That is not that is not something that I will take for T max. Delta T के लिए I need T max. Initial temperature तो यही है. Final temperature, the T max is not this because heat loss का क्या है? So I need to consider the heat loss also. For that, what I will do is that I will extrapolate this graph, the cooling curve, backward. I will extrapolate this backward and then interpolate over here, like when the reaction had started. Okay, so this is my final max temperature. This is my T max. So I will see for delta T, I will check the difference between these two and not these two. Not these two. This is the recorded maximum, but this is not the correct. Correct is this. How did I get this? My thermometer did not show that. Yeah, I found out from the graph. Okay, if this heat loss was not happening, then actually my maximum temperature would have been here. Okay, these two are different things. Isme note that. Isme I'm extrapolating this also and this also. I'm taking both the sides. Usme I'm only taking this. And interpolation यहाँ से हो रहा है जहाँ से when the reaction started, and then I need to take the T max here. This I need to take as T max. And इसमें this I need to take the T max. Everyone please understand that. एक में the graph will be something like this. The magnesium वाले में. Okay. Initial temperature ये है. Fine. But final temperature ये नहीं है. Okay. I need to extrapolate. Only one extrapolation है. इसको कुछ नहीं करना है. And then this is the time when the reaction started. So this is the T max you will take, and not this. And not this. This is the T max. So the delta T के लिए you will take the difference between these two. Acid base reaction में I was adding small portions में. So temperature kept rising. And after some time it kept decreasing. So for exact point, neutralization point, I have to extrapolate both. And whenever they intersect, that is the volume where all the acid got used up. And this is the maximum temperature. Okay. So here for MC delta T, I require delta T. So delta T is this. Okay. And M is iska volume, whatever the volume of the NaOH plus whatever is the volume added in the conical flask initially. Suppose 25 taken and plus suppose 23 added. So 23, suppose this is 23. ये 23 पे या 23.3 पे neutralization हो गया 23.3 पे. So 25 में 23.3 added. So mass will be 48.3. 23.3 plus 25. Okay, दोनों का मिला के. So mass will be 48.3 and delta T will be the difference between these two. Any questions here?
Wait, so can I just quickly show you the graph? Because I've plotted it.
Yeah.
So it looks like this.
It's a best fit. It's a best fit. What you have shown is a curve. It's a best fit. It's a straight line. It's not. इसमें तो again and again you will get the recorded temperature only as the maximum temperature. Maximum recorded temperature only is that because it's touching all the points. What is the point in this? You don't have to do this. You have to take the best fit line.
Listen,
You
I
have
think
to
there's
do
a
the best fit
option for
line.
intersecting lines also.
It's for there's an option for trend line. So if I do linear, then it
Straight
shows
line,
up.
straight line, straight line.
So the straight line.
No, this is not a straight line. You can clearly say it's not a straight line. Straight
No. So I
when you
added one. So here.
अरे ये curve है ना, see you can अच्छा हाँ ये this one हाँ no but that's a
Did you see?
yeah हाँ that's a dotted line ना.
Yeah.
But that is understand that it is taking entire thing. I want ये ऊपर ये increasing temperature ना separate line for this and decreasing के लिए separate line. You have added only one single straight line. I want two intersecting lines. I want two intersecting lines, one SA and one SA. I want two different, understand? This is a different line, this is a different line. What it's doing is that it is giving you one line for both in between. That's wrong.
So can we
That's
do
wrong. I don't know how
Or-
can you do that on this thing, but this is not
That's
how
what
you're
I
supposed
don't
to.
know how to do this on Excel. I don't know how she does
No,
that.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that on Excel. Two intersecting lines you want. You should have two
Yeah.
intersecting
I
lines.
understood that. I
So,
understood that.
Riya, just take up to one max value, take as one data set,
you know,
and take the
I'll
up to the next
just
data value.
tell you. I'll just tell you roughly. Like slightly, can you zoom it? But I may not be very perfect because I'm not very comfortable with the stylus here. But it will be, you know, something like this. Okay, and something like this.
But
Something
so
like
we understood, but we don't know how to do that on
that is
like
that is something that you should. This is the endpoint. You know, this is the volume, and this is the T max.
One second, Ria, why have you taken two separate trials? Don't we just have to take the average of both and then plot it?
No, you can. That's fine. That's fine.
She
That's fine. You
said,
can.
she said
Yeah,
do
yeah.
both.
Are you,
Yeah,
you after there are two readings, of course you will take two. So either you take two graphs on two separate graphs and find out the volume of each and take the average of the volume.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and even the temperature should be average, huh? Because MC delta T, the T value be here or M value be here.
Yeah.
Or else what you do is that you find out separate Q value separately and take the average of Q. That is better.
So I do it for both trials and then I find the average.
Find out Q in both and take
Okay.
Q ka average.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do
But
it on-
how to do this on the Excel, that I don't know. Okay, so maybe you need to download an app or something. I'm sure there must be an app to draw two intersecting. I'm sure you can do it on your phone. Just you need to, only thing is that you need to enter the values. All the values you need to enter.
And so she's written like percentage deviation and percentage uncertainty.
The
How
percentage deviation, though, you find out what is the enthalpy change of neutralization. I think this is the same one where the percentage deviation is like too much. It's like very, very high percentage of deviation because these readings are not correct. Somehow these readings are not correct. But again, you have to go for those readings because these readings you have not taken, you are being given. Percentage uncertainty का problem नहीं है, but percentage deviation, I think this is a highly deviated value है. उसका one simple reason है, just go up. Okay, now see here, one simple explanation. Acid का ethanoic acid है, okay, and NaOH है. So CH3COOH plus NaOH. This is exactly same thing that I had spoken to you on the group also before the other class had submission. CH3COH and NaOH both react in the ratio of 1:1. Imagine both react in the ratio of 1:1. अभी यहाँ पर 25 centimeter cube of NaOH, ethanoic acid, and उसका concentration कितना है ethanoic acid का? Is that given?
1.293 moles per
Achha, that's okay. So how many number of moles in the conical flask? Number of moles of acid in the conical flask. So isn't it 1.293 into 0.025? Somebody please do this quickly. Is anyone doing? Guys, is anyone doing, or yes or no? Say.
It's 0.032.
0.032. So shouldn't this also be 0.032? According to stoichiometry. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So when I add these many moles of NaOH, the reaction should stop. Matlab after adding this many number of moles, the temperature should start going down. Okay, and temperature starts going down somewhere here, 37, right? Matlab 20. after adding 20. And what is the concentration of NaOH? If I roughly if I take 20 centimeter cube and 0.1480, matlab this is where after adding this much of NaOH the reaction got over. Now find out the number of moles of NaOH added. 0.1480 moles concentration and 0.020 volume. Find out the number of moles of NaOH added. Yeah, is anyone doing?
Wait, so 20 centimeter cube and 0.1480, right?
Yeah, 0.1480 multiplied by 0.020.
That's 0.00296.
0.00296. Imagine what I'm expecting. Expected answer is 0.032. Expected answer is 0.032. What is the actual answer? 0.00296.
296.
You see the difference. It's more than 10 times. Do you understand? So readings are only not, there is a problem in reading only. Hello guys, you are understanding or not understanding?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so there is some problem with the reading itself. So that's the reason a deviation will be like more than 1000% deviation हो जाएगा ना इसका.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because the reaction should get over. Iska reading should be 0.148. Iska reading should be much more. Like so you can find out the reading. Like at the theoretical reading, you can also find out. So HCl is 0.032. So NaOH should also be 0.032. So volume of NaOH when after which the temperature should start decreasing should be N into volume is equal to concentration number of moles upon volume. So volume is equal to number of moles, which is 0.032 divided by concentration. So concentration is 0.1480. Just do this.
Zero 0.21.
0.21 na decimeter
Yeah.
cube. Matlab 210 centimeter cube. Isn't
So
it?
it's so way off. Right?
Yeah, exactly. The 20 पे हो रहा है temperature decrease, so it should actually be 210 पे decrease होना चाहिए था.
So, but then how does it make sense? Like, what kind of data is she given?
Exactly my point. So deviation will be very high. This is what I had told.
So should we conclude the experiment as a failure?
You see the you should you can show this to her that
You're telling more than 10.
reading should have been या फिर another reason could be that ये यहाँ पर mistake है. Instead of 0.1480 this should be 1.480. हाँ फिर बराबर हो जाएगा. Then it will be 21 centimeter cube. Then it is manageable. Then this is also fine. Like this also looks reasonable. That may be one mistake.
It makes more sense because ethanoic acid is 1.293. So it's more like it'll be simpler.
Yeah. तो उसका थोड़ा सा if this is more concentrated, तो उसका volume थोड़ा सा कम हो जाएगा ना. Volume of NaOH will be little less, so 25 की जगह पे. या फिर this must be 0.1293. Either decimal का difference है इधर उधर या इधर दोनों में से एक में if you either make this 10 times less, concentration of ethanoic acid 10 times less, or make the NaOH ka concentration 10 times more, then this is fine. This is manageable.
So then we'll ask her in class.
Yeah. You ask her, Miss, tell her that is there any problem in this, because theoretically when we solve, we're getting the reading should be endpoint should be at 210 centimeter cube, but actually it is 21, so it is 10 times more. So is the concentration, and you can show her this. Okay.
And so last question was that sources of random and systematic errors. We don't know anything about like the
random
apparatus.
error. No, see, first of all, when here also there is a heat loss. So even though I'm saying the reaction is happening fast, the heat loss is not zero. Okay, and that also another thing you need to notice is that where is the I said use a conical flask, but conical flask is a glass material. You should use a thermocol glass. Okay, for a lesser heat loss. Also, you should have a lid on it, but lid with a hole. Jahan se you will add the drops. Something like that to just to prevent the heat loss as much as possible. I mean, if you think of more, you can think of more also.
So she's like, I want every student to answer these questions differently.
No,
What
no,
is
you can't
the-
have. If there are 30 students, you can't have 30 different answers. No? Ask her to give 5 answers, 5 random errors. Ask her to give 5, not more than that. 5. Okay, so that doesn't make sense. And of course, you can frame it differently. You can frame it differently. You can frame it differently. And random errors may I just thought of something. हाँ, एक parallax error आ सकता है when you're taking the reading. When you're taking this, it can be a parallax error. Okay, heat loss is an error, random error है. Okay.
Answer.
No, one second. Heat loss comes in systematic error. Okay, so random error may be no, parallax is also systematic. Parallax is also systematic. So the next you can say is that thermometer. If it's an analog thermometer, then you may have made a mistake in noting down the temperature. So use a digital. That's an improvement. Okay. Yeah.
Could we say like all responsiveness of thermometer would cause if the thermometers would take some time to show the actual reading of temperature, so that might cause an error or all that. Okay.
After adding the drops, you should actually stir with the thermometer itself slightly. Okay. So if that is not done, then again it's an error. That's again a systematic error because not temperature rise not accurate because of not stirring will happen every time if you're doing it. So random error kab ho jayega when sometimes he's stirring and sometimes he's not stirring. Then it's random. If he's not stirring at all or stirring every time, then it's a systematic.
Okay, then so what do we write for random error?
What did I say?
You said everything is systematic.
No, I said
No,
one
you
random.
said heat loss.
The heat loss is systematic.
Systematic.
Because that has to happen ना. ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी होगा कुछ भी नहीं होगा. That is going on. That is definitely there. Systematic error is that error which will happen every time. Random may, sometimes it may happen, sometimes it may not. Sometimes the error is positive, sometimes the error is negative.
Parallax is random or systematic?
Parallax, if suppose you are doing it every time, like you as a student is only
So it's
not
like
following the rule, then it becomes a systematic.
Yeah, but then if I do it 1-2 times or something.
Yeah, sometimes you do and sometimes you forget to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
But then like what do we write for random error?
No, but you can't say that sometimes I did and sometimes I didn't do. That you assume that if you're doing it parallax, then it is parallax. But इसमें क्या हो जाएगा कि parallax में because it is applicable to all the readings. No, it is an error. I'll get a wrong
So,
reading.
but format
It's a
literally
system.
makes no sense.
What?
What is the point of this? It makes no sense.
Welcome to Jamna Bhai. This is nothing. In the past there are horrible mistakes.
So
Then
it's so
it is-
stupid. So it literally makes zero sense. What is the point of this? Like, why?
Why
Yeah, dude.
didn't Rohan tell you all this? He has gone through all this.
So he did not have Tantuja. He had Sudarshan. So.
Yeah. Sudarshan sir also makes blunders, but he's sensible. He understands chemistry. Like he would have immediately pointed out this. He would have immediately noticed this. Okay, this is wrong. Tantuja miss, till you tell her, she will not realize.
Even after you tell her, she will not realize. I remember the one class, she was arguing with us about some
That ligand thing or something.
yeah,
That
some ligand.
he told her she's